Hello, I'm Snapback Jack, and today is another versus challenge. And if you haven't guessed by the title, I do that in every video. Yeah, I've recorded a lot of these videos, and I do that like all the time. Yes. First of all, let me just say before I get into this, I'm going to be doing this every Monday, every single Monday. Because then in the week I can do other stuff. I can do the comical stuff. I can do like the ranting stuff. I can talk about serious stuff. So every Monday, this is when I'll be doing the versus stuff. So anyway, let me just get back to what I am. If you haven't guessed by the title, it's cars versus bikes. It was a request from a friend on Facebook to talk about cars versus bikes. Excuse me. you know it's just trapped in there. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, cars versus bikes. Obviously, the difference between a car and a bike is, first of all, a bike does not have an exterior shelter. It also has two wheels, whereas a bike has, a car has four. Obviously, you can tell by just looking at them, and obviously they're different in many, many ways. But cars, the thing about cars, just the same as bikes, there are so many different makes. Obviously, some make bikes as well as cars. You get cars that are Hondas, and you can get bikes that are Hondas. There are so many different makes. There are so many different makes that come from different countries. You get, I might be completely wrong, but I think Honda come from Japan. Same with like Suzuki and that. Suzuki make cars as well. This is what I mean. They all transfer over to bikes and cars, and it's crazy. There's different types of bikes. You get like racing bikes. You get dirt bikes. Same with cars. You get Land Rovers. You get like off-road vehicles, and you can get muscle cars, tuner cars, like coupes, SUVs and all that stuff. There's all different types, like I was going to say salon, but saloons. 4 doors, 2 doors, 3 doors, whatever, whatever. You get so many different types. But with bikes, alright, this is my opinion on bikes, right? Obviously, if you crash on a bike, it's more likely you're going to die. Because obviously there's no exterior safety. There's no like shields that pop up. Obviously you can get those weird little bikes that you get in. And it's got like doors and everything, if you know what I mean. It's like a box on top of a bike. It's really strange. But I mean just standard bikes. If you've got a bike, if you fall off, if you crash at a very rapid speed, you are going to die. I know it sounds horrible, but it is the harsh truth, I'm afraid. In cars, you can also die. You can get severe injuries. Both vehicles, you can injure yourself very badly. In a car, though, it's more likely to survive. Obviously, your car can be written off. You might have to pay like insurance or swap details and stuff. Whereas on a bike, if you crash at a rapid speed and you die, then you don't have to deal with that. I know it sounds really stupid. But that's my opinion. That's what I think. That's why I think it's probably best to stick to a car, even though you'd have to pay all the expenses and probably get a new car. You will still be alive, no matter if you break your leg. The person that requested this has actually been in a car crash before, and I actually feel very sorry for him. I must have hurt. But it's good that he's alive as well. It's good. But bikes are good. They're really cool. You get bike shows and stuff where they do wheelies and do like tricks and stuff. It's really cool. Obviously, you get the dirt rallies and that. You can get the same with cars. But to be honest, I think I might go with cars on this. Because there's more, obviously you get classic bikes as well, but there's more classic cars, I think, anyway, from what I know. There's more classic cars than there are bikes. And there's so much you can learn more about cars than there are bikes. I know bikes, obviously they're more dangerous, and you have to have a lot of safety gear, whereas in cars you can just get in it. You don't have to wear a helmet unless you're like a stunt driver or you're doing rally and stuff. But I mean just for personal use, you don't need any of that stuff. And in a car, obviously, you have storage, so you can put your stuff in. If you go shopping, if you're doing like, if you work in a job that requires you to have storage on your car. Same with like bikes, you can get saddlebags on the side, so you can carry stuff in. Fair enough, but it's not enough for like a month's worth of shopping or carrying picket fences to go line up some you know what I mean. So I am going to go with cars on this because A, safer, B, I think personally they're not as good looking, but they're good looking and there's more classic cars, and C, they've got a lot more storage. And obviously you get like rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, front wheel drive. There's so many different ways of it happening. They all have different engines, and they're just so more sort of sophisticated and more sort of well, I think they're just generally better. There you go, that's my opinion. If you disagree or you've got a different opinion, post it in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter and like, subscribe. Cheers and peace. I'll see you on the flip side.